Hi everyone, I'm back with part 2 of answering some of your questions that I received on Facebook and Twitter and on YouTube comments. If you don't know, my name is Igor Wolfkowinski. I am the tallest man in America according to 2010, and I'll show you my certificate. I don't know if you can see the whole thing or not, but here it is. Tallest living man in the U.S. is Igor Wolfkowinski, who measured at 7 feet 8.33 inches at a Dr. Oz show in New York, New York, May 18th, 2010. Hope you can see that, because I don't know if you can. Right. I'll just go from the top. Hopefully I'll answer some of your questions. Today I'm representing Dynamo Kiev, Kiev's soccer team. Alright, question number 1. What is your opinion on tattoos? I guess I don't really mind a tasteful tattoo or a very meaningful tattoo. I know a lot of people who served in the armed forces have tattoos because they earned it, or you know, a symbol of your country or a loved one's name or something like that. That kind of stuff I really can understand. But some tattoos I don't understand personally, but hey, it's your body, you can do whatever you want with it. I don't want to go in further. What are some of the questions that I'm tired of people asking me? The number 1 is, how tall are you? No matter where I go, when I go, if it's in the middle of the night at Walmart, 20 people will come up to me, one after the other, even though they have heard the answer from the previous 18 times. They'll come up to me and say, "Whoa, man, you're tall. How tall are you?" And so I have to pretend like, you know, like I want to answer the question, even though I just want to dump like a can of spaghetti on them. Another question is, a lot of people think they're very creative when they ask this. They say, "How's the weather up there?" That's great. Thanks for asking. What are some of the more ignorant comments I've had to hear? I don't even want to go into it because I don't think YouTube will allow the kind of language that I hear when people refer to me. What is the best meal I've ever had? Probably, my gosh, there's so many. I went to Tokyo approximately 10, 12 years ago for a TV appearance, and the gracious hosts that were sponsoring our trip, they took us to all these tiny hole-in-the-wall restaurants in Tokyo that were just amazing. We personally, we love sushi, we love seafood, and it was just phenomenal. I don't know what any of it was called, but I surely want to eat it again. What's your dream vehicle and why? It really doesn't matter what my dream vehicle is, because when you're my size, nothing of your dreams really matters. My gosh. Have I ever been in a fight? In high school, once there was a small tussle because one of the football players thought, you know, he was all kinds of cool, and he kept slamming his backpack into my legs as I would walk by him in the hallways. So after a couple of these swings of the backpack, I wound up throwing him against the locker, and everything pretty much stopped as far as hitting me in the legs with the backpack after that. What's the worst pain I've ever experienced? That's been going on for like 16, 17 years of the last of my life. Every day I have the worst pain of my life. Sometimes the pain goes up to a level 9 or 10 in my legs and feet, and I just completely shut off, and I can't answer questions, I can't function, I can't think straight. So yeah, pain is an everyday kind of occurrence. Let's see. Let me read what this says. Oh, okay. Boris wants to say hi. What's the happiest moments of my life? I would have to say my childhood in Ukraine. I have a very strange memory in that I remember very, very specific details of my childhood, down to what happened on certain days, or where we went, or what happened when we went there, or what did we eat. And so growing up in Kiev, just in Ukraine, I don't think I could have asked for a better childhood. It was phenomenal. We went to the Black Sea every year for about 2 weeks. We went to Grandma's house, of course. It was just, that was probably the best moments of my life. Next question, have I had a job? Yeah, my first job was working at McDonald's when I was in high school. I lasted probably 6 or 7 months because there was just not enough room for me, and the floors were always slick with the oil, and it was kind of a really hazardous place for me to work, because if I would have fallen down, there could have been some injuries for a bunch of people. Then I worked at Sam's Club. I worked there twice, approximately a total of 2 years put together probably. And then I worked at the Mayo Clinic computer help desk, and I also worked there twice, one during college and once after college. I was probably there a total of 2 years approximately as well. And then all my jobs had to stop because of my non-stop problems with my feet and legs. The pain that I had in my legs was excruciating, and I could not sit in an office and do anything. I wasn't concentrating on my phone calls or anything, so I had to stop the jobs then. When was the last time I visited Ukraine? It's probably been 4 years now. I don't think I'll ever get to travel there again because of my problems with my legs, and I really get nostalgic very often these last few years. I oftentimes look at photos of the things that we've seen and done, and photos of our friends, and I watch a bunch of documentaries on YouTube and other places about my homeland and such. So yeah, that was the last time that I visited. I forgot, a few of you asked me to show you the little medal that both my mom and I received for helping the volunteer soldiers who are fighting in Ukraine right now, in eastern Ukraine. For the past 4.5 years now, we've been sending packages after these soldiers with everything from warm underwear to socks to camouflage shirts to pants, batteries, boots, binoculars, shaving stuff, everything and anything, because these volunteer soldiers don't get supplied by the army. They are there simply because they want to defend their homeland, and they rely on volunteers to keep them fed, to keep them clothed, and these men are heroes, and I feel that as a Ukrainian, it's my duty to help them. I can't see it any other way. So we got a like a little medal talking about, or awarding us for our help to these soldiers. So it comes in a little, this is like a little passport for it. It just tells my name and what the medal is for, and the actual medal is right here. I don't know if you can see it very well or not, but I feel very honored, and of course my mom feels very honored to receive such an item. It's a blessing to help these men who are defending my homeland, and you know, this just makes it so much. This just makes us feel better. So thank you to whomever organized this for us. Let's see. I think that's it for this time. If you have any questions you want to ask, leave them in the comments on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter. Alright, thanks for watching.